technically you guys have got the thermae. You don't have reason to complain. What they do need still are the Lupanar and better religion and a theatre as well. We'll get to the theatre a little bit later, but Lupanar, yeah, we can put that in. Now the Lupanar is a place of adult recreation, let's put it that way. They are Lupanar, interestingly enough, I found that out today. Lupanar means wolf's den, because the ladies that were working there were known as Lupa, or she-wolves. So, yeah, the Lupa over here are going to live in the Lupanar. Where are you? You are in entertainment. You're going to get a Lupanar. This area, this one Lupanar actually services quite a large area. Now, interesting, when they're looking at Pompeii, and they were digging up Pompeii and looking at what was happening in there, houses or buildings were very quickly classified as a Lupanar, or basically a brothel. And that's because anything with anything erotic on it was immediately classified as a brothel. But a lot of houses in Pompeii had a whole bunch of erotic imagery associated with them, so not all of them were actually brothels or Lupanar. And they had an estimate of like one brothel per 76 people, which is like ridiculous, or 76 males, which is, no, it wasn't that high a density. There were quite a few brothels in Pompeii and other Roman cities as well, and there was one that was known as the Lupanar. It was a big one. It was the biggest of the Lupanar in Pompeii, as far as I recall. Anyway, bit of history. History is fun. I like talking about all kinds of stuff. So let's see. We're not able to build the Lupanar yet because, look there, the Lupanar needs 441 bricks, which we do not have. And currently, we can't really sell our food. Because, okay, we're getting into spring now, so we can start selling food for bricks again. Oh, we can. Okay, we've got 2,000. There we go. Now we can. And again, I keep on forgetting how much do I need? How much do I need for one Lupanar? 400. Okay, so if I sell 500 wood, food, not wood, 500, that will get me more than enough bricks. Marvelous. And that means we can put some adult, not religion, adult entertainment in. I think that was all we needed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we'll put that over here. That's going to service a very large area. And any of the insulae we build in this area will also be serviced by that Lupanar over there. Alrighty. Now, we still need a lot of marble in order to increase the religion in this city of ours. We only have 8 marble, which is not great at all. Okay, let's see. What was I also thinking of doing? Let's just check here. We've got a lot of wood. That is great. That is absolutely marvelous. We've got some iron coming in. Really thought we were importing. Aren't we importing? Surely we have got the agreement. That's 3 marble. Yeah, great stuff. Thank you. Okay, and then where's the iron? The iron is in the mountainside here. Oh! I did not conclude that agreement. I really thought I was importing iron. I was not. Okay, now we are. Now we are importing iron. Now, let's have a look here. Go on. For some reason, the game does take me back sometimes. Let's have a look here. Okay, nothing happens. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can click on port. Come on. There we go. Port capacity. No import shipping building has been built yet. Therefore, no goods can be traded here. Okay, import shipping we need. Oh, we've got higher expenses. Wait a minute. Is that because... I think it is because we've got a festival going at the moment. Let's have a look here. No, we are not in the festival month. Okay, this is a slight problem. We've got enough funds. That's fine. We can run for the next. We can run for office for praetor. Let's try to get to praetor. First and foremost. Candidacy has been sent to Rome. In 1 to 2 weeks, you can visit any post office in the empire. Since this is an important message, information about whether you have been elected will be available in all post offices. Post offices are recognized as U-shaped buildings. Okay, we're going to try to get that. Hopefully we can be promoted to praetor. That will be absolutely marvelous instead of just an aedile. So as, of course, you move up, technically you have more administrative duties and you're responsible for larger areas and more stuff, all those types of things. I don't like admin at all. So me, as Will the ecologist, would not want to be praetor, but our person over here wants to be praetor. So yeah, let's get them to be praetor. Let's see. In terms of market, yeah, we've got enough capacity. That is good. Okay. Income is barely less than expenses. If we can get some more insulae built, and we can get some more of these Cives moving in, that will be absolutely marvelous. I really don't know why the thermae isn't registering, because this is a bath. Surely it doesn't need the small bath. Unless I just didn't check it correctly. The thermae, right. There are small baths and then there are large baths. Anyway, that's fine. Oh, you probably need like the large bath. This is a small bath. Okay, you probably need the large bath. No. I'm just not very good at seeing what on earth is happening on the right-hand side here. We need wood. We don't have wood being taken. So, where is it taking wood? Okay. Delete that. You're not taking wood there anymore. You're taking wood right over here. Of course, you can't heat water in order to have a hot bath if you don't have fire. And you can't have fire if you don't have wood. Well, this makes sense. So the thermae here, interesting, it shows you on the right-hand side. They had like 3 vessels within which the water was kept. The first vessel had the cold water, the Frigilius I think it was called. And then the water there was kind of heated and moved onto a second container which had like lukewarm water. And then from there it was moved to a third one. It was heated up and pumped over to the third vessel, which then contained the hot water. And then you could use that. You could pump some of the steam into some of the rooms, and you could have some of the hot water also available for a nice hot bath. So I suspect once we have the firewood actually here, then we'll be able to, or then this will register as yes, you have the thermae over there. That'll be marvelous. Okay. All right. Can we build more insulae? That is now the question. The biggest of the lot. This one, no. This one will contain 72 people. This will be absolutely wonderful if we can actually have this one. We need more bricks. 340 bricks to be precise. So what I'm going to do is, again, trade. It's the fun thing about producing a lot of food. You can get a lot of other stuff by just trading food for other stuff. So let us now get another big insula. Let's put it a little bit away so that we can have a bit of a gap there in this area, and we can have some plants growing there, hopefully, and insects and stuff moving through. Just want to check in terms of well radius. Yeah, we need another well. Well, can you believe that? Let's put one down, I think, over here. That should be fine. Okay, there is still no wood here. We're going to have to wait for wood to come down. Hopefully, it will come down soon. We've got a lot of wood stored, so that is absolutely marvelous. Alright, let's see. Let's speed things up a little bit. Oh, you know what? We probably are already at the point where we can go to a nice post office and find out whether we are Praetor or not. Hopefully, we are Praetor. We'll see. We'll see in a moment. Okay, so let's have a look. Jumping back again. U-shaped buildings. U-shaped buildings. Not there. That's a nice place to also build, but you have very little timber, if any timber, actually. Racing team. I need a U-shaped building. I need a post office. Maybe up the road. There we go. There's a post office. The one with the red cone. That indicates that, yes, we've got a post office there. Okay, this is merchant iron. Okay, an iron merchant again. Alright, let's see. Yes, there we go. The Senate, under the watchful eye of the Emperor, convened and reviewed the applications for office. It was decided that the application of Loxodonta Romanus is the best. The Roman elephant was the best. Therefore, it is decided that Loxodonta Romanus shall officially bear the title Praetor from now on. Praetor Loxodonta Romanus. Well, that is marvelous. Okay, so back to Leoviticus. Now that of course will allow me to actually withdraw more money from the city itself for me, but I'm not going to do that now, because at the moment as it stands, my city is going to struggle if I now draw 50 denarii per week. We're either barely breaking even, or we're actually making a loss at the moment. We'll see again shortly. So I'm just going to carry on with my normal salary, my normal weekly salary. We'll see how that goes along. Yeah, Zax, that is indeed my character name. I named myself Loxodonta Romanus because I thought, you know what, why not be the Roman elephant? Let's see, income expenses. So our personal weekly salary is 30 denarii. We can actually ask for 50 denarii, I think, per week. Yeah, 50 per week because of my rank that I have now. But I am not going to do that. In terms of next level is censor. For that we need another 500 reputation, and we need 12,000 wealth in order to run for that. So obviously, yeah, we don't have that available at all. What we now also have available is a podium temple and the Grand Stone Theatre. And it also says there, the forum altar radius. Oh, now it says increase by 3. Okay, never mind. I think it said undefined previously, but it says by 3 now. So this radius of the altar is now slightly larger than it was. Okay, but that's good. Okay, I accidentally clicked on the engineer school. I actually wanted to click on these guys. 9 of 42 Cives living in the insula over there. Whereas this one here that was built much later, oh, it's got nothing. Because there's no water supply yet. Okay, the water supply. What? It's saying it has no water supply, but it has technically got water. Okay, fine. Well, this insula over here already has 10 of the 72 people living there. Alright, fine. So what we'll do is we'll make another well, I guess, over here. And hopefully that will then count as, okay, you have got water. Come on. Like, really? Really? Okay, still no wood here. No, no stored firewood. Really hoping they will bring wood over to me, to this. Surely they would. Pardon the pun. Surely they would. Alright, let's see. This guy's here, the Odeon, still has everything active there that we wanted active. Yeah, we're just carrying on, I guess. Now, let's see. Next step would be to get more foreign trade going. For that, we need 100 Cives. 73 more Cives. How's our finances looking? Oh, we're almost breaking even. Almost breaking even, and that's great news. Once we have a few more Cives moving in, we can actually make a bit more money. Now what we can also do is, this area is, in any case, this is the market stretch along here. We can potentially build something to generate some income over there, I think. Let's see, in terms of commerce, a 3x2, that will fit nicely in there. Yes. Okay, so that will give us another 6 denarii per week. That is actually really marvelous. This one will be another 2x1. And this one will be another 2x1. And that also will generate some money. Okay, so in the backyard here also... Oh, those are... They're dyeing the materials. They're dyeing fabric in this one here. Oh, that is marvelous. So usually, at least in the Roman times, the dye color there was really determined by what you were crushing in order to actually create the dye. And nowadays you can get like this red color from cochineal, which is a little insect living on, or a little bug living on cacti. You can crush that and it gives this very bright scarlet color. And then there was also purple, and purple was for a very, very long time really only associated with royalty. You didn't see purple on flags really. Very, very, very few country flags, even nowadays, will have purple as a color in there, because purple was extremely expensive to make. That purple dye there, that purple color, was most likely obtained from a snail, that is a marine mollusk living in the Mediterranean Sea, and crushing it yielded that purple dye, and you needed a lot of purple dye snails in order to dye fabric purple. And because it was such a laborious process, and you couldn't really make a lot of it. The dye was extremely expensive, and purple cloaks, for example, extremely expensive, which is why you're very often associated with things like emperors and royalty overall. Okay, if you saw someone with purple, oh, they were extremely wealthy. They could afford that. Okay, there we go. We finally have some firewood stored away, and let's see. Are you guys now happy? Oh, still no thermae. I don't know why. Okay, but we are going to get people to be more satisfied by just increasing, by getting some an additional steam bath. Oh, no well water supplied. That's probably why. Okay, we're working on that. We're working on that. Now, I'm not going to put a well right next to the latrines over there. That I'm not going to do. Instead, I am going to plop down a well over here. Because this, I think, is far enough away from the thermae, or from the latrines over there, that the groundwater hopefully isn't being polluted by the latrines over here. Now, if we just go and have a look here, can we see? We can probably see the guys on the toilets there, on the latrines. There we go. Not privacy at all. No privacy whatsoever on the latrines here. Typical Roman latrines, you have this like little seat area, and it basically just a plop down into the ground. It was, I think some of them may have been getting into sewers, and then off it went. But you know, there were no dividers there. Really, no dividers. You just sat there, and you know, your cousin can sit right next to you. You can have a very in-depth conversation over here by sitting on the can. So yeah, you know, this is cooperative pooping, I guess. That's what it was. No shame there whatsoever. Okay, let's just... Okay, thank you. I know that our expenses are more than our thingamajig. Go. Thank you. I want the bell to be gone. Oh, there we go. The bell is now gone. All right. Also interesting with the Lupanar, with the brothel over here, there also were no dividers between the rooms there. There, at least in Pompeii, there were no indicators or indications that there were actually dividers between rooms. So you would have up to like 9 in some of these, or 10 women living together, working together in one of these Lupanar, and you know, there'd be no privacy. You'd all just be like all together, I guess, to some extent. Anyway, let's see. During that time, we also learned that certain dyes materials will kill. Oh yes, indeed. So, yeah, you could be killed by the things we're using to dye your fabric. I can't think of any particular ones in the moment, but I'm leaning towards things like lead, which were used in the past for like lead-based makeup, which killed in the end, or would result in a whole bunch of problems. So let's see. Well, water is available, firewood is available. Are you guys now supplied? Yes, now they are supplied by the thermae. Marvelous. Okay. That is good. Okay, that is brilliant. Okay, you need well water to supply the thermae, and you need firewood in order to actually burn, or to actually then get hot water. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that is intricate. That is more intricate than I expected. I'm loving that. Okay. Now, still need more Cives. You guys, how happy are you? 80%. My word. Okay, I'm happy to see that. Let's get more. Let's try and get more, I guess. That's 72. We're really going for these style insulae. And what we are doing now is we are really building high density right up here, but we are not building anything up here right up next to the hill. If anything, we are going to just put food down here. Food plots, perhaps. Maybe a little separate little commerce area over there, but most likely we are just going to plop down a whole bunch of farms over there. No one would have thought it possible. 50 Cives already living in your settlement. What you've made from this barren piece of land is incredible. Rome is proud of you. Your reputation increases by 3 points. Marvelous. Alright. But yeah, Zax, can you think of any of the other materials that would have been used to actually dye material that would kill a person? Because there obviously are a few, but for some reason I cannot think of any at the moment. Alright, let's see here. Now, what I want is, if I look here at Insula and Arcade, we can place 5 arcades down. These arcades will give us 3 tax revenue, but I think if we actually put them on the main road here, they will generate double. That's great. That is really great. Okay, so 1. Oh, can I not? Money is needed to build. I'm sure I had money. How's my denarii looking? Yeah, we now have more income than expensive. Okay, let's see. For some reason, do I have to build it close to these guys? No. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why we can't build it. We've got the building rights. We should be able to build them, yet for some reason we can't build any arcades. You know what? That's also fine. That is absolutely fine. What we are going to do in the meantime is get here from the insulae. We are going to go to backyard houses. This one will generate 8.1 income. Okay, that's a big one. That's going to interfere with our protected area there. We're not going to go for that. 6, that's also big. That's again a big one. A small one, but it only generates a little bit of money. That's better. Okay, we're going to go for that. Maybe a 3x1. Oh, yes, we can go for 3x1. Where are we going to place that? I think perhaps right over there. I love the modularity of it all. I love the fact that you put it there, and it actually looks like it blends in with that over there. Oh, cobalt is one. Oh, yes, cobalt would have been. A lot of metals, I think. A lot of metals would have been used and would have been poisonous. Heavy metal toxicity is a thing. And it's not great. Not great at all. Okay. Come on. Podium Temple has been unlocked. There we go. The Brown Temple also. Podium Temple, yeah, for that we do need a lot of things. For this, we just need a few things still. Okay, bricks, lots of marble, some slaves, and then we'll be able to build that. Okay, the marble... Oh, the marble is actually coming in. We are 94 marble already. Oh, okay, we are cutting it close in terms of the funds. But, luckily, more and more people will come into the insula here. These guys are 63% happiness. That is, I think, alright. Alright for now. Oh, you need a bit more of a restaurant. Once you have a restaurant close to you, you guys will be happier as well. You know what, that is fine. We're going to see, can we plop down one more insula? We need more bricks. That is not a problem. Bricks we can get. Bricks we can get very easily. There we go. And then we should be able to plop down another nice big insula. Unfortunately, we did lose the trees that were there. A little bit sad about that. Okay, no, it's not. No, I thought I heard bells, but yeah, nothing really there. How is our food production looking? Peak food production, 3 times the food produced that we consume. So that is really great. Okay, 1,000. Yeah, we're about 100 more income than we are expenses. That's great. That is absolutely marvelous. That means when we get to February, which will be around here, I think, we should have enough funds to have the festival. I see, like you say, when you see someone complaining about stall gaps here, you may just have to say it's better than the Romans had. Yes, indeed. I mean, I would take small stalls over open pooping any time. Okay, and that's, you know, if you had a latrine. If you look, for example, oh yes, interesting, with the Lupanar, the ladies of the night over here, they also had to take care of their own latrines. They had latrines in their duties, apart from, you know, doing all kinds of other activities. They were also there for emotional support. There are records of clientele falling in love with the Lupa, with the ladies working in these Lupanar, and actually developing relationships with him. And that's partly, I guess, also because a lot of these ladies were also responsible for getting the people's, or, you know, emotional support as well. And obviously, if someone is providing you with emotional support, it's quite easy to fall in love with him. Easier to fall in love with him as well. So, yeah, a lot of interesting things happened. And, yeah, one of the other things they also had to do, they had to constantly go out and get fresh water. They had to clean the Lupanar as well. They had to make sure that they were no, like, it didn't stink at all. Their cleanliness was very, very important in that regard. Alright, I was about to say, I wonder when we're going to have to put in more market stalls. There's the middle piece. Let's just, okay, come on, wait for that. There we go. The saving to be done, and we can place down one like that. Okay, why can't we place down another one? Oh, okay, now we can. I was about to say, why can't we place down one more? Alright, let's see. I see, Firedark, you say you fell down behind 5 minutes. No worries. You are, I guess you are back now in the right time zone, I guess.